What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in on Beaufort's On, and we got a kickoff return to start the game. A long replay right there coming your way. Jonathan Kelly basically taking it on the opening kickoff to the house, and they're going to go up early 6-0 here on Ridgeland early.
And Mr. Jonathan Kelly is a two-sport athlete. He won state in 100 in track, so he's showing off that track speed right there on that kickoff return. What a great return and great blocking by this Well Branch team.
And if you're watching this video, that means you are watching us. Our recording of the game tonight. We're not going to be able to go live. Unfortunately, we tried to work some things out because of the space at Beaufort Academy. We wouldn't be able to set up the tent to accommodate for the rain that was supposed to come at kickoff. Looks like it's cleared up now anyway. And so then we got to hear the Well Branch, try to get an internet signal going, and we're not able to do so. So unfortunately, we are going to have to be recording this game here tonight. And Well Branch goes up 7-0 on Ridgeland. Apologize, gave the 6 to Ridgeland just there. But 7-0 early. And not too much time has elapsed off this clock.
And what a way to start off your first home game if you're Well Branch. A kickoff return. Fans couldn't even get in their seats yet, and there's already a score on the board. Now
we
here,
get ready. Go ahead.
Now here today with Well Branch, we're having some there's some key missing pieces here on this Well Branch defensive front as they're about to head on the defensive side of the ball. They are missing tackle Raheem Sanders, other tackle Makai Green, Davon Evans, and there's one more player. I can't remember his name. We'll see when he gets on the defensive side, when we get on the defensive side of the ball. But they're missing some key pieces here.
And what were those key pieces you were mentioning?
They're missing tackle Makai Green, tackle Raheem Sanders, safety Davon Evans, and I believe they're missing a cornerback as well, Dayon Brown. That's who they're missing. So 4 key pieces on the defensive and offensive side of the ball that really help shape this Well Branch team as a hard-nosed football team.
Well, it is first down and 10 for Ridgeland after giving up the quick touchdown. The quarterback, the offense can stay on the sideline for a moment. And here comes Reggie Hart with a big handoff up the middle and enough for a first down.
Great carry there by Ridgeland Hardyville. Great tone setter at the kind of quiet the crowd down, quiet their heads down, being able to get 10 yards on that carry, moving the sticks.
As Winston Smith, he's the guy who leads the team in rushing, over 100 yards rushing. And also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Max Preps had about 30 yards receiving as well. So a little bit of a dual threat as he goes around the left-hand side. And this time, not going to get as much, but we got a flag on the play. And that's going to be holding on to the Jaguars, so they'll go back a couple. Apologize, folks. For some reason, my clock didn't stop, and I'm a little bit confused because I believe we got a 12-minute quarters, and it started. We're already rolling down to 9 minutes here. There goes the handoff once again. Going to gain most of those penalty yards back. Still going to be second down a little bit too far.
They've had good success in the running game so far in the carries that they've had. So that might be their key to the game. Like we said, we weren't able to cover the Beaufort Academy game, which was our original game, the one that we did all the research and everything on. Kind of wasn't able to do research on both of these teams. We covered Well Branch last week, so we kind of know what type of team they are, but not really able to get much research here done on Ridgeland. So we'll see throughout the game what their style of play is.
And they got a bad snap going over the head of the QB. He's going to dive on it. Smart play. But unfortunately, it's going to result in a long loss and going back to where those penalty yards were, unfortunately for them.
Looks like we have a Warrior down here.
You see there just going over his head. QB never had a chance there. He's got an injury timeout on the way. And Tayshawn Smith going to wish he got that one back. But we're going to step away. Injury timeout on the field. And we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, here live on Beaufort Zone. We got third down and a long way to go. Smith rolling out to his left-hand side, not going to find no way to go. And that Well Branch defense is going to get there. It's going to make it fourth down and a long way to go.
And that's a big sack there by big 78 Isaiah Evans, 6'8", and has a multitude of like scouts looking at him. He's a big prospect here at Well Branch. Great way to get pressure there and sack that quarterback.
Well Branch probably licking their chops, probably looking for another return here. Bowers just going to let that one roll out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be Well Branch ball. Offense on the field for the first time. The QB is already there. He's starting on the 45.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that you're going to see with these 1A schools. People playing multiple positions, special teams, defense, and offense. Just so happens that their quarterback is also their punt returner.
And we're going to let our clock roll on here until we catch up. Apparently, they did have the right time, but I feel like we only had a kickoff in a short drive, and we were already at 9 minutes. And they said it was the right time, so we're going to let our clock roll down as the time is at 7 minutes. Here, 7 minutes, and actually, while we got a moment here, we'll go ahead and drop the time here. During that inventory timeout was a conversation that we had. And second down is 15 now for the Warriors. Bowers. Design QB run to the left. A little bit of Lamar Jackson there. Nice tackle after a 5-yard gain. Going to bring up third down and 10.
And that's something that we saw a lot when they played Hardyville. Those design QB runs, kind of just having both backs in the backfield, pulling to try to block for their QB. Great job by Ridgeland to get away from those blocks, swat them down, and being able to take down Jamon Bowers.
Two backs to a side. And a handoff this time, trying to find some room, running behind that big offensive line. Nowhere to go this time for Javon Harris. It's going to bring up the first fourth down of the evening for the Warriors.
And you see there's a play call going on the sideline. Looks like they're about to go for this.
And here come change of plans. Maybe trying to make him guess it just a little bit, and
Maybe.
finally going to decide to change plans. Going to put a John Paul Tyler is going to go out there and do the punting duties for the Warriors. Decent punt. Going to bounce past the returner there, which is kind of what you want. He's going to pick it up now, but there's too much room there. He probably could have just let that roll on just a little bit.
Yeah, I could have let it roll. It looks like it was rolling towards out of bounds, but you do know with football, there's no telling what type of bounce it's going to take. Just try to pick it up and save the yardage from if it decided to bounce back.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, untimely bounce. You never know which direction. Want to save it from going too far back. He moves out the way and let that ball, pulls a Peter. He moves out the way, and that thing takes his time and rolls all the way down to the 1 yard line. It's a regretful decision in a game like this.
There's definitely been plays like that on all levels of football. So you never know. Great. I would say it's kind of a smart play by picking it up, just getting the yardage that they can get, or start a better field position than what they probably would have had.
First down and 10. Another short run there.
Just looked like there was a host of Warriors over there for that tackle.
Yeah, and game tackling is, something that Well Branch hasn't had a problem doing. They did showed a great job of that versus Hardyville, not allowing them to go where they want to go. And we don't have the exact stats from that game, but, you have a running back that goes for over, 200 yards in the first outing, and then you hold him. I feel like it was less than 100, but I think he might have had a decent game himself. But, a couple injuries to that Hardyville team as well. But they did a good job on Mr. Gatson over there, Hardyville, in week 2. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be a decent gain for about 7 yards there.
Yeah, containing the run, or I should say containing big run plays, has never really been a struggle for this Whale Branch team since Coach Hatcher has taken over. They've always been a great run-stopping team, just really haven't been able to defend the pass or pass the ball really well. So they do both. They do great in both sides for the run game, but pass game needs a little bit of work.
QB going to keep himself that time. Smith trying to get that first down, and let's see where they mark it here on third down. Looks like they're going to make him a little bit short.
And Alonzo Allen with a great play right there, wrapping that QB up, stopping his motion. And no, they look like they're going to give him the first.
And the first down and 10 on the play.
Retract my statement.
I'm about to say, if we were live right now, you definitely probably have some Ridgeland fans in the chat like, yeah, take those back. Take those words back. Handoff trying to lower the shoulder. Oh, he escapes the trouble there. You know what? Short gain, tackle for a loss, but man, just the audacity and the effort right there by Smith to lower the shoulder against big Isaiah Evans right there trying to go in a hole and somehow finding a way to be able to get out of that is a crazy, the thought process to even attempt to do that move.
Yeah, not many times will they face a 6'8" lineman. So being able to get away from him on a run play where he kind of shot the gap is kind of amazing.
Second down and 9. Going from the eye, they're going to get a toss to Smith on the left side, trying to find a hole to turn on the Jets. And a nice tackle at the line of scrimmage. Great way to stretch the defense right there. I believe that's number 20, Aaron Fields. Make him think, oh, apologize, that's 22. That's Javion Harris right there.
And that linebacking core for Whale Branch was really a big factor in that Hardyville game for stopping that run. Lewis Gadsden had a couple runs where he did get past the line, but those linebackers made sure that he was stopped right where he stood once they got to that second level.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You want your linebackers to eat up a lot of the tackles. You get into a situation where you have a. It's a great thing if you have a DB that can make some good tackles, but you don't want your DB to be, top of your team in tackles. That means you're letting through a lot of runs,
Yeah.
or they're playing in the box out of position a lot. Those linebackers are doing what they need to. You see Harris creeping up just a little bit there. Smith trying to find some room, trying to feel around the pocket, and then that's going to be a sack for the Warriors.
And great job by this Warriors D line. You know, they have they have kind of an advantage. They're getting trained by a professional trainer who trains professional college athletes,
Big
Coach
dog.
Middleton. So you know, them being able to get back there, that's moves that they'll be able to use at the next level and everything. So kind of have an advantage on an up on the game, if you would say, in the pass rush and the run stopping game.
About to say so professional. With the name call us that big dog Cass. That's what I call him. And the punt for the Ridgeland, and a really nice punt right there. Going to bounce all the way to the 40, and Bowers is going to decide not to return that. So far, 2 punts and 2 non-returns from the Warriors. So I would say that's a good job by the Ridgeland special teams.
Yeah, that gunning unit is getting down there, being able to make sure that Bowers is not able to get under that ball and take one back, like we saw with that the kickoff return. So great job by these gunners on this Ridgeland team, being able to get back there, get past their blocks. I feel like gunner is one of the most underrated positions on the field.
Hey, man, listen, if you can't make the team at a regular position, gunner is all about effort. That is all it is. It is
And
effort.
it's so noticeable, like when you have a good gunner from when you have just like decent or I wouldn't say bad gunner, because you have to be decent to be on the team.
Quick pass to the outside. A little play action there from the Warriors. It's going to be enough for a first down and keep the clock rolling.
Aaron Fields being able to get skinny there, get past one defender and dive for that first down. Rare pass play we saw at a Well Branch just now, though.
Yeah, and I mean that's what you do. You run to set up the pass, and when you are a team that you pretty much run, and I don't think they threw the ball too much last game. And so if you watch that on film, you say they're going to run, and then they start off running, and then next thing they hit you with a pass. It's kind of unexpected. 1 out of 20. Bowers going to try it the other way this time, and getting it to the backfield, nowhere to go. There goes Ridgeland making a play right there. And you want to talk about linebacker play. Watch right there. Read. And then go ahead and shoot the gap right there. Nice work. Number 23, Donardo Henry.
And that Javion Harris didn't stand a chance right there. Donardo Henry read where the ball was going to go, got past the block, and Javon Harris, he's a strong back, but not the biggest. So Henry was able to just shoo him off, get the Bowers, and cause that disruption right there. Great job by the Ridgeland front.
All right, that's going to be the end of the first quarter here on Beaufort Zone. We're going to step away for a moment, and we'll be right on back. Your score, Well Branch 7, Ridgeland 0. Apologize, wrong score there. Get that fixed on the return.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second quarter on the way. Another quick pass from Bowers. Going to get most of those penalty yards back. Quick pass to Tony Broxton there.
Yeah, great way to pull in that ball by Tony Broxton. You could see a little bit that it was slipping out of his hands, but he had the hand strength enough to pull it back in, control the ball to the ground. Great catch there.
and 10, so they bring on the punt unit here. And we're going to get a timeout. Well, Brent, so we'll step away for a moment. Going to have a conversation about special teams real quick before they send that the other way.
Right.
Welcome back, everybody, here on Beaufort Zone. Here comes the punt, and it looks like they got a little piece of it. That one goes straight up in the air, going to be caught by Broxton and going to try to run with it. Unfortunately, what a wild play. We got a flag.
Looks like they're going to call running into the kicker here.
And yeah, definitely running into a kick into the kicker right there as he didn't touch the ball.
Costly penalty if you're Ridgeland.
And that was going to be the call, running into the kicker. That's unfortunate after making some great plays on defense by Henry. He cost his team right there to run into the kicker penalty.
Yeah, he was the main reason why Well Branch is in the position that they in with that, or that they were in with that big defensive stop, reading that QB power, but costly penalty there by Henry. Looked like there might have been two penalties on that play. Well Branch declined one and accepted the other.
So first down and 10 for the Warriors. Try to get it run towards the middle. Nothing going there as the Ridgeland defense steps up and makes another big play.
Like I said, great job by this Ridgeland front being able to get back in this backfield, kind of taking advantage of the weak spots that they're missing in this Well Branch O-line. Great job getting pressure and stopping this run game that Well Branch loves so much, kind of forcing them to try to pass.
It's Robert Glenn, the outside linebacker, getting in on the action. Bowers the handoff, and again another tackle in the backfield from Glenn, making the plays.
And he's just getting off of that left tackle so easily, being able, 2 straight plays, being able to make tackles in the backfield.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, the Ravens and Chiefs game, last night. Well, that's the second drive of the game, they changed out the linemen that fast that they weren't getting the look that they wanted, and it might be another situation for the Warriors here if Glenn continues to have the night that he's having. It's only one drive, but we'll see what happens here. Bowers trying to use that speed to get around the outside. Oh, makes a move, gets an extra couple yards going down the sideline, steps back in. Going to be a little bit short of that first down, but great play by Bowers, stretching out.
And an ankle breaker towards the end of that play right there. Steps in, kind of fakes the defender, jukes back out to the sideline, and it looks like they're going to give him the first here.
It looks like he was kind of far away on my account, but hey, first down. I don't think the Warriors are complaining just a bit about that.
Not at all. They'll take whatever they can get at this point.
The opposite way this time. Handoff is going to be to Allen. And once again, Robert Glenn is putting in some work on this drive. They found a matchup that they wanted to exploit, and he's doing the work. Eddie Gonzalez having a tough night so far.
And if you're Well Branch, at what point do you say that we're just not going to run the ball to his side? The left side of their line has been able to block him so far. Again, this is only the second drive, so maybe the blocking scheme and everything will improve later on in the game. But so far, uh, he set back three. they've had the ball for a minute, had a couple first downs off of penalties and everything. He set back every drive so far.
A long way to go. Second down and 17. Handoff is to Allen again. He said, it doesn't matter what Glenn's going to do because I'm going to make a play. And it looks like he struggled to hold on to the ball there for a moment and bursts through the line, gets most of that tackle for, well, not most of it, all of those tackle for lost yards back. But still now at least in manageable 3rd down and 5 on the way.
Yeah, great job there by Alonzo Allen. He wasn't able to. They weren't able to get to the left side, so they just decided to shoot it up the gut, like we said, just kind of running away from Robert Glenn. And inside blocking was great right there, being able to pick up a gain of about 10 to get it to a 3rd and 5, 3rd and manageable.
Going to the right side now. Allen looks like he tried to go back door, trying to find his way to pick through a defense instead of following his blockers. He's going to fall forward for a gain of about 3 yards. 4th down and 2 on the way. And what do you think that the Warriors are going to do here?
Uh, I feel like they might go for it. It looks like their offense is staying on the field. Looks like they're gonna go for it. Uh, I think that's just Coach Hatcher's style of play, though. A third and short. He feels like his players should be able to get that first down with their style of play, how they run the ball. So
And we got a bad handoff there. Fumble snap. Well, not the fumble snap, but the handoff. They had a hard time keeping up with that. And it looks like Bowers tried to pull it there at the last moment. Probably pulled a little bit too hard there on it. And that's going to be the turnover on downs. So Jaguars ball, not the way you wanted to end this drive.
and it looks like multiple players are gonna get chewed out on the sideline by Coach Hatcher. Just not. It was a productive drive getting them down into Ridgeland territory, but not a clean drive, which is what we know all football teams really want is have a clean, methodical drive in order to get down the field, especially if you're mostly running teams like these two teams are. So going to be some talking on that sideline to see what adjustments they can make.
Smith going to take it forward for about a couple of yards, about a gain of about 1 yard there, if you want to call that a yard, maybe half a yard might be the mark. So still second down and a 9.5, 9 and 3 platform, 9 and 3/4. Is that what that's going to be?
And again, this Well Branch D line has been wreaking havoc so far in this Ridgeland backfield.
And they're going to spread it out now. Tayshawn Smith. And the Warriors look, the Jaguars looking to air it out. Unfortunately, we got a flag on the field. That's going to be false start on the Jaguars.
And I think that's the product of Well Branch getting back in that backfield on passing plays so much. Jaguars linemen are antsy to get back and be able to protect their quarterback, get the jump on them, cause them to be a little bit early on the snap. So costly penalty here by the Jaguars. Looks like we have a
And that's a timeout.
timeout.
Yep, timeout for the Jaguars. Now they're going to rethink their offense there after being set back. Instead of being second down to 9, second down to 14. Might change a little bit of things on the playbook. We're going to step away for a moment. We're going to be right back, everybody, here on Beaufort Own. Welcome back, everybody, here live on Beaufort Zone. Second down and 14. They're going to spread it out now. Tayshawn Smith launches it downfield, and Bowers with the pass breakup there. It looked like, for 1 second, it looked like it was going to be completed. Then it looked like it was going to be intercepted. And then it just winds up being a pass breakup. Jamon Bowers getting out there making the play.
All we can say is their QB put his body on the line for that pass breakup right there. Used all of his height to his advantage, trying to get that pass knocked out. You can see he was kind of upset at the end of that play there. It looked like he wanted to intercept that ball, just didn't get a good grip on it.
Smith now flanked. Kenneth Long also listed as QB. I apologize, it's not Kenneth Long. I thought I saw a 10 on that jersey. The jersey's kind of scrunched up just a little, just a little bit. That's Pala Crawford, the running back there that was on his left. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Jaguars there on the incompletion. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to try to get a little swing pass going right there.
Yeah, it looks like he had a little bit of space there, but wasn't able to keep his hands on the ball. And that's a testament to the earlier weather. The ball kind of slippery.
And through the legs, another bad snap, and it's going to be picked up. Oh, it popped out and fell on into the end zone. Dontre Lewis. And we got a big boy touchdown. Looks like it's going to be.
In any way they can get it, that's going to be hype for them. Everybody loves to see a big man score. They don't get that much opportunities on the field. Great job there, recovering that bad snap.
Yeah, taking advantage of those opportunities right there. The first time they weren't able to, they lost one, and turnover, you don't want to end the game like that, and they weren't able to hop on the last one there, but because of a smart play by Smith to fall on it, but unfortunately the punter not able to do so that time. It results in 6. Dontre Lewis, going to be the highlight of his career. Once you see these highlights, he's probably going to post that all over his social media right there. Go up and show the stadium lights so I can show the rain just a little bit.
All right, y'all, real quick, we're going to do a finish the lyrics. Y'all ready? Let me hear you.
And there you see the rain coming down in the stadium. It is raining just a little bit, not enough for you to be able to tell that much. And I still got the logo stuff for Merritt Field, but still 74 degrees here over at Well Branch there. And we got a little bit of a squib kick going on here over to the 30. First down and 10 for the Jaguars here. Yeah, it really sucks. I feel like, this week in our pre-production meeting, we did a great job of getting the information together, getting the facts, getting your, keys to the game, and, everything ready for that BA versus Patrick Henry game. And, just to kind of be thwarted a little bit by the weather kind of runs a little bit.
Yeah, I was all excited to call a game between a last year state champion and BA, who's been on a 2-game win streak, but we're here with Well Branch and we're enjoying what we have here.
Smith throws out. It's Tayshawn Smith to Winston Smith, breaking a couple tackles, but still going to be tackled at that line for no gain there.
And I can say great job by Winston Smith. If you're trying to follow his block there, you can see that he kind of made a move. You have a Warrior down here, though.
And they didn't call for the injury timeout. There we go. That's going to be official injury timeout on the field. So we'll step away for a moment. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. Welcome back, everybody, here live on Beef Zone. Well, we're not live on the recording. Habit, my bad. Here, just 4 minutes left in the second quarter after the injury timeout. And flags going on Ridgeland. Looks like it's going to be as multiple people were moving. As, oh, they're going to call offsides on the Warriors. Well, he pointed towards the Warriors. I'm not tripping, right?
Yeah.
He pointed. I'm not tripping, right? They got me a little bit confused. But they're gonna move the ball for the Jaguars. 5 yards, so second down and 4 for the Jaguars then.
And you'll take that penalty if you're Ridgeland, being able to just try and move the ball a little bit better, move the ball up into Whale Branch territory a little bit.
Well, cover 0 here for the Warriors. No one up top. Hand off to Winston Smith trying to burst through the hole, and he's going to get enough for a first down. That's all you need. Just takes his time, being patient, and then you see the burst right there by Smith to kind of get through that hole right there.
Something I just noticed for Whale Branch, they have a former player with a headset on. Looks like Jaheim Hazel from Jackson State has a headset on, kind of helping Coach Hatcher and the crew coach his Whale Branch football team, former alum.
He's probably trying to learn a few things, and Winston Smith bursting through again with another gain of a couple yards there. Probably going to be about 6, 7 yards there on the mark. Moving the ball, Winston Smith and Brown. And you know what? I'll tell the truth, man. And that's one of those things that I have loved about the opening of Well Branch. And, you know, maybe it might be a small school mentality, or maybe it might have happened even if Well Branch was a bigger school. But just the all-around community effort and players coming back, being on the sideline, coming back by. It's just been a big thing for Well Branch. First down right there. Smith, you start to see where they're at 120 rushing yards a game is coming from as he gets another first down there for the Jaguars.
Yeah, Whale Branch's D line is kind of looking down a little bit. You know, just just from Ridgeland running the ball so much, that's going to happen, especially with the time of possessions that they've had. They've had long drives. Them just constantly running the ball is going to get that defense tired as we have a bobbled snap here.
Yeah, and Tayshawn Smith, he's just going to keep it himself. Him and Wentz in the backfield, and he couldn't get the handoff, which is what I think that the play was going to be, but unfortunately couldn't get that. And you see just a bobble right there, and it looks like Winston Smith was waiting for the handoff and decided to block it. Nice work by him. Just turn around and block it. You turn around on a bad snap, and the person you got to block is Tony Broxton. You kind of, oh, okay, all right, well, I guess we're doing this today. And this time the hand off the opposite side, Xavier Ploutens. He's a short gain of about 2. Third down and 5 on the way.
So they got a little USC chant going on here, but, you know, customized to the Warrior pride.
And usually that's what happens. Usually the teams, they get together, and if you got similar mascots and, you know, some historian somewhere would say there's a big difference between a Warrior and a Trojan or whatever. But the point is, once you get close enough in the family, that you start to get some of those chants at the high school level. Smith wasn't just looking for it, and is that a live ball as Allen slides on that? And that is going to be well branch ball. A little bit of lack of communication and good awareness by Alonzo Allen to just slide on that ball. And we got first down and 10 Warriors as the offense comes onto the field.
Yeah, great job by Alonzo Allen. Like you said, the awareness to jump on that ball when he saw Winston Smith hesitate for a split second, attack the ball knowing that it was behind the line of scrimmage, it would count as a fumble. Great job there by Alonzo Allen.
First down and 10 Warriors. Bowers at the helm. There goes the snap. Decides to air one out to the right side. And oh, he almost had a man, even though it was double coverage. Jonathan Kelly, the man who already has a kickoff return here tonight, had an opportunity there on that pass. Nice job by Bowers getting it in almost to the breadbasket there.
Jonathan Kelly just not able to hold on to that one. There's a player down, teams.
And it looks like it's Bowers, so we're going to step away for a moment, and we'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own. All right, welcome back, everybody, here on the Beaufort's Own. So even if Bowers is okay, he was down for injury timeout, he's going to have to come out for a play. Zaire Polite going to take the direct snap and going to be tackled in the backfield. Who else? Mr. Robert Glenn.
He's been on a tear in this first half here. Just multiple tackles for loss. I believe that's number 4 on the night. Just dominating that left side, making it so that Whale Branch has no choice but to run it to the right.
Wall Branch coming over, taking their time to check some things out. It looks like they're trying to run this time down to the end of the half. And we got a timeout, Well Branch, with 20 seconds left. We'll step away once more. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, here on Beaufort's own 3rd down and 10. Bowers back in at the QB spot. 2 running backs on his flank, and he's going to go straight for a dive. He's going to be tackled by Glenn again, but this time for a gain of about 5 yards. And to bring up 4th down and 5, and I think they're just going to take it in to the locker room there for the half. We're going to step away here on Beaufort's own. And that's going to be the end of the first half here on Beaufort's own. Your score, Well Branch 14, Ridgeland 0 when we return. I apologize. They said put 3.
Do some quick trivia real quick. So I want to see who knows some Well Branch knowledge in the stands. See if you know Well Branch knowledge. Let me see.
They said it was the halftime already, but then they're going to say Well Branch called a timeout with 3 seconds left.
Wow.
Until I tell you to, if you know the answer.
Well, Ridgeland is running back to the locker room, so I think they might just call it now.
Apologize. I just triggered that replay so that way it can record our voice there on that one. But I'm confused right now because I could have swore they said halftime, and it looks like Well Branch was walking towards the locker room. And they're going to say it's 3 seconds left on the clock, and Well Branch is.
Yeah, Ridgeland has to jog their way back onto the field.
Bring the defense out.
Okay. I want you to complete the phrase.
So, and even the downs marker not even up as well. So this is a
If God be for you.
confusing situation right here. So 4th down and 5, I believe it was, with 3 seconds left. I think we all assumed that they were going to the locker room here. And it is still the second quarter. That was Well Branch's last timeout. So 3 seconds left on the clock. Ridgeland obviously in prevent defense. Bowers flanked by Allen 4 wide here for the final play. And they're going to launch one deep to the right side, looking for the completion. And it's going to be caught there by Broxton. I was going to say it's out of bounds by Broxton there on the last play, as they tried to go for one at the end of the half. So now it's officially halftime here on Beaufort's own. We'll step away, and we'll be right back in about 15 minutes here on Beaufort's own. Warriors 14, Ridgeland 0.
All right, I'm coming out of this side over here.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BC TV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BC TV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app. Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv.
Welcome back, everybody, to Beaufort's own. I'm your color and play-by-play at the moment. Tristan Roberts. Javon is down doing something right now. So right here, we're starting off the third quarter with a kickoff from Whale Branch. We see another squib kick here, fielded by a Ridgeland player. Kind of juking around in the backfield. We have a fumble here. Whale Branch is running with it. That looks like Artie Walker. And that's going to be a touchdown. Whale Branch on the opening kickoff again. Seems like a trend here for Whale Branch here to score on these kickoffs. Turnover and a kick return on the two opening kickoffs from halftime and from the opening kickoff of the game. Both points for Whale Branch. And we're going to see Brian Ruiz back on the field after he just squib kicked the ball, kicked the extra point. Kick is up and good. That'll be 21-0 here at Whale Branch Early College High. Sorry for the delay here. No scoreboard just yet, so I'll probably keeping you guys in for the score. And there we go, just as I said. What a way to start off the half if you're Whale Branch, being able to get a turnover on that kickoff and run that back for a touchdown. Looked like he had a little hesitation there when he did get the ball. Ended up beating out a defender, almost got shoestring tackled, but made it to the end zone nonetheless. Have another squib kick here. Bounces over the defender's head, and they don't know who's going to go for it. Weston Smith gets it and just goes down. Smart play there by Mr. Smith. And Ridgeland kind of looks not coordinated here on this after the second half kickoff. after the fumble. Both people didn't know who was going to go get the ball. Bad hop there. And hopped right over number 9, Xavier Plowdens, and went in the middle of no man's land. But nonetheless, we have a first down and 10 here for the Ridgeland Jaguars here. Looks like they line up in the I formation. Handoff to Weston Smith. Oh, and he's still up. No whistle has been blown. Weston Smith is running still. Shrugs off a tackle, and he'll be down at the 40. Great way to play through the whistle, young man. Landed on a Whale Branch defender. No whistle was blown, and Whale Branch just kind of gave up on the play. He kept running. Got down to the 40. Be a gain of about 20, 25 on that run right there. We had a big run there for about 8. Looks like it'll be 2nd and 2. Lining up in the I formation again. It's been working so far. 2 big runs. Another one here. This time, that's Mr. Plowdens giving Mr. Smith a break. Xavier Plowdens with the carry. Be enough for a first down. And Whale Branch gets back in the backfield, finally saying enough is enough. No more up the halfback guts there for Xavier Plowdens for a loss of about 2 on that run. And Ridgeland has been running the ball really well on this drive here. You know, you had the miraculous play by Mr. Weston Smith getting them down in this Whale Branch field position, but then also two good runs after that. Pick up a first down, keep this drive alive. Line up in split back formation here this time. Looks like the other Smith, Denard Smith, is calling an audible here at the line. And he's going up top. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ridgeland! An absolute bomb by the Ridgeland Jaguars. And Mr. Kelly, who had the big kickoff return, got bean-topped. First score of the night for Ridgeland. And since on that catch right there, that looks like that'll be Samaj Hicks, the one who caused Whale Branch to get that fumble return for a touchdown, makes up for it with a big pass play right there, but have to come out the game since he took his helmet off after the play. Looks like Ridgeland's going to go for 2. Going to motion Weston Smith up closer to the line of scrimmage. And Whale Branch's front gets back there. Big Isaiah Evans, the first one on the play. He's excited about that one. Keeping this a 21-6 game here. Nine minutes left in the third. But on that Ridgeland score right there, just being able to notice a matchup that they liked. Good job by Denard Smith. Looks like they were going to go for a run, which has been working for them all game. They saw a matchup they liked, made an audible, had the freeness. The coach had them, let him have the freeness to make an audible at the line. Saw the matchup. Receiver made a great move, Mr. Hicks, and a great catch. And this is the first kickoff that Ridgeland will have since the opening one. So knowing what happened on that opening kickoff, you could assume that Ridgeland is probably going to squib kick this. I'd be surprised if they don't. And no, they boom it. Right back to Mr. Kelly. Runs to the outside. Using that blazing speed. DB has the angle and he gets hit. What a hit by number 14, Jaden Nunez. Has the angle and lays the boom on Jonathan Kelly right there. Going to be first down and 10 here for the Warriors. We had a block in the back. Got to push the Warriors back a good 5 yards from where Mr. Kelly got tackled, starting them on about the 22. Well, Branch coming out in a spread formation. One back in the backfield, Mr. Alonzo Allen. QB keeper. Bowers gets around the DB. And a big run there by Mr. Jamon Bowers, picking up the first down for these Warriors. You can see on the replay right there, gets around the DB, gets around the lineman who you thought had the angle. First down and 10, another spread formation here. Screen pass here, caught by Aaron Fields. Not able to get through the line. I think he gets about a yard or two. That'll be second and about 8. Same formation they've been going with. Going to get another spread look here by these Warriors. QB keeper. And who else but Mr. Glenn on the stop? He's been wreaking havoc all night on that Ridgeland front. Just, well, Branch's O-line has no answer for Mr. Glenn so far here in this game. It's going to be third down and more than they would like. About third down and 9. Let's see what the call is here. Well, Branch not a known passing team, but it looks mostly like a passing down here. See if they keep the ball on the ground and trust their run game to get it. Going for a pass, pressure instantly. Dump off to Mr. Alonzo Allen. Gets the outside. Oh, he's on the sideline. Jukes out a defender. And he's down at the 40. What a play by Alonzo Allen here. Kind of jumps over a defender, gets stopped by his own blocker, still jukes out a defender, and gets tackled at about the 40. They're going to mark him at the 40 precisely. You have a first down and 10 here for this Warrior offense. Jamon Bowers drops back. Hits Aaron Fields in the hands, and he drops it. And on that one, he had some open space to turn up the field and run. I know he's going to be thinking about that one tomorrow. Same formation Well Branch has been all all third quarter. New back in the backfield, though, Mr. Zaire Polite. QB keeper goes up the gut. Bauer spins off a tackle, still running. And about at the 25, it looks like, for another Warriors first down. Jermon Bowers with a nice couple moves there, being able to keep his legs moving, get to that first down marker. First down and 10 here for this Warriors offense. Another QB keeper. Bowers waiting for his blocks. Gets around the edge and is going to run out of bounds. Smart play there. Not taking the hit. Going to be about a gain of 2. Going to be a 2nd and 8 here. First down and 10, or 2nd down and 9 here for this Warriors offense. Jermon Bowers drops back. Same play, and Aaron Fields gets it this time for about a gain of 5. Quick out route there. Nice catch. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 here for this Warrior offense. And a multitude of passing plays we've seen out of this Warrior offense. Not really used to seeing that. You know, they've been in the spread look the whole drive, kind of just chewing clock, doing dink and dumps, trying to get this game over with. But you would think if they want to chew clock, you would run the ball with that O-line that you have. But it seems like kind of going away from it after all the tackles for loss that Ridgeland has had. And we're going to have an offsides here on a Jaguar. Costly penalty, and that's going to be a first down for Whale Branch. First and 10. Keeper here for Bowers. Makes a move and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Jermon Bowers with a QB keeper there. Let's take a look at that again. Had the blocks, had the moves himself, and just waltzed into the end zone. Kick is up and good for the Warriors. Score now is 28-6, Whale Branch. And that was a very methodical drive there. It took a lot of time off the clock, which probably is Whale Branch's plan, to try to drag the clock as much as they can while still getting points out of it. But we'll see how this Ridgeland offense responds. We'll see if they try to force that matchup that they liked when they scored that touchdown. Well, Branch finally coming out for the kickoff here. Going to tap into my ELA side here. I'm going to make an educated guess. This is going to be another squib kick based off of what we've seen so far, and seems like I am correct. Going to go to Mr. Weston Smith. Gets the blocks, following his blockers, dragging a defender, and it's going to be down at about the 43-yard line for these Ridgeland Jaguars. Excuse me. Ridgeland lining up in this I formation again. Hand off to Weston Smith. And it's going to be a host of Warriors stop on the stop there. Looks like Eddie Gonzalez was the first one there, though. And like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Well Branch has never had a problem with gang tackles. Multiple D linemen get to the backfield at a time. So once one wraps it up, it's kind of a done deal once the others get there. Ridgeland going in a split back here. Same play we saw that bomb. They're going to opt to hand it off this time. Runner try to get to the outside, and he's met by another host of Warriors. Looks like that combined tackle will be Dontre Lewis and Alonzo Allen. That was Paula Crawford on the carry. First time seeing him tonight. So it's going to be a third down and about 10 here for these Jaguars. Oh, excuse me, third down and 12. That play was negative. An empty set here. Smith drops back. Gonna try that matchup again. And incomplete this time. Targeting Mr. Samaj Hicks again on Jonathan Kelly. And just like I thought, when in doubt, they're gonna try that matchup. He likes his number one over the corner that they have on him. Just wasn't able to bring it in that time. It's gonna be fourth down and 11 here for this Jaguars offense. Looks like they're bringing out the punt unit. The last time on this punt, it was a low snap. Good snap here. And a booming punt by these Ridgeland Jaguars going out at about the 21. So it'll be first down and 10 for your Warriors on this change of possession. Let's see if Well Branch is going to stay in that spread formation they were running in that first drive, and it looks like they will. Motion here. Hand off, and he is stopped in his tracks by Mr. Henry. carry was by Alonzo Allen, but like I mentioned, stopped in his tracks about a gain. Looks like he didn't gain a yard at all, actually. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Branch staying in the spread formation. Going to do a QB keeper here to their left side. And a good run. Picks up about 8. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 2 here for this Warrior offense. Spread formation again. One can think it's going to be a QB keeper after what we've seen. And yeah, it's going to be a halfback gut. Bowers tried to hurl over the defender that made initial contact with him. And he's going to be, and they're going to give him the first. Looked a little bit short from where I was, from my crow's nest up here. But it looks like he extended the ball enough to get the first down. And the toughness that Jamar Bowers has is incredible. Multiple big shots that he's taken during this game. He had an injury earlier on in the game, came back, and has kind of been the driving force of this running game here for Whale Branch with these QB keepers. As he drops back here, has an out route, and the ball is underthrown. Pass intended for number 5, Jamar Bagley. Going to be 2nd down and 10 here for your Warriors. Lining up in the same spread formation they've been in since the 3rd quarter starts. Roll out. Looks like he's going for the dump off again. Has Zaire Polite. And that's going to be good enough for a first down. What a play there. We seen that earlier, but the blocking wasn't that great as it was on that play. He had a little dump off to Alonzo Allen who got the first down. Same play here, different back. Zaire Polite has a free space for that first down there. And Polite staying in the game here for this Warriors offense. We have a motion here by Mr. Bagley, QB keeper. Tries to bounce it to the outside, and and the ball's out, looks like. Have a dog pile to see who has it. It's like they're gonna say that he was down before he lost the ball, and Whale Branch recovered. And that's gonna be the end of the 3rd quarter here on Beaufort's own. We'll be right back. And we're back here from halftime, or from the end of the third quarter. As we saw right there, Jamal Bauer tried to drop back and find something. Wasn't able to find much. Scrambles out of bounds. Going to be about a gain of 4. It's going to be 4th down and 2 here.
Yeah, that's been the key. They've just been, taking their time and, trying to use the speed of Bowers and just trying to get him towards the edge and try to get him to bend the corner. And there's been a couple of times, whether it's one back or two in the front, Bowers has been trying to get to that edge for these Warriors.
Yeah, we see him here again as he has just enough for the first down, extending at the last minute.
Yeah, that's all you need. Just a quick little QB dive right there, and you're going to run them. And the short is basically what the Baltimore Ravens want to do with Lamar, but they got to keep that man healthy. That's and he don't finish the season.
Speaking of healthy, you have a Ridgeland Jaguar down, sadly.
So we'll step away for a moment. Injury timeout.
And we're back from injury timeout here on Beaufort's own. Started off coming back to a 1st down and 10 here for these Whale Branch Warriors, who's been on kind of a long drive so far. Empty formation. Bowers drops back. Not able to find anything. Escapes the pocket. A flag down here, and he just runs out of bounds.
Yeah, and usually you want to find some. You want to credit the pass defense right there on, for the Ridgeland Jaguars. That, Bowers had a pretty good amount of time to throw there, and then he even used his own legs to extend it a little bit, and still couldn't find anything before he just drifted out of bounds.
Yeah, I was looking at the play kind of, and it looked like the slant that he had on the inside was going to be open, but those linebackers drifted back far enough in order for him not to want to throw it, not to want to risk it. So great job by this Richland passing defense. Been able to kind of shut down this Warriors passing offense, even though they don't pass the ball that much.
Holding on the offense, 1st down and 20. Bowers going to keep it himself.
And he's going. Bowers with a big gain there. A gain of about 14, looks like. Holding penalty set him back, so he gets all those penalty yards back and more on that QB keeper.
Yeah, they're going to make that 2nd down and 1, so 19 yards.
Ooh. My math is a little bit
allowed.
off. A little bit off. Just a little
I
bit
ain't
off.
gonna judge nobody, man. You the one in school currently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a great math person. More of a ELA science guy. But Bowers again with the QB keeper. That's been their bread and butter so far in this 2nd half. He gets enough for another Warriors 1st down.
Yeah, just keeping the ball moving, and it's like one of those things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You keep running the ball, and with Bowers, and they've used some of their backs a little bit, but they haven't used it too much.
And he goes down.
Yeah, it looks like the injury timeout's on the way. Bowers goes down. He took a hard shot earlier. It was a good one, standing in the pocket. Oh, I want to say it's a good injury, but he took a good shot. He stood in the pocket, and that's what you want your quarterbacks to do, deliver the ball. Unfortunately, didn't come up with the completion. but the fortunate side of that, he took a big hit and he going down again. If he comes in and still, running the ball here.
We're going to head to injury timeout here, and we'll be right back. And we are back from injury timeout here. Bowers has to come off the field. Looks like they have Alonzo Allen subbed in at quarterback. Bobbles the snap, tries to make something of it, and there's a host of Jaguars there. First one being Henry to make the tackle for loss. That's going to be about 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, and he comes off that left side. You see our hairs are going to go through the replay again. And Henry and Glenn, once again, he tackled the running back, which kind of blew it up the most. But Henry coming off that other side, they kind of got a free rush on theirs. They probably weren't playing to block him because they were planning on going the other way. Unfortunately, because of the bobble snap, they stayed in that backfield a little bit too long.
And that duo has been wreaking havoc on this Whale Branch front so far tonight. Glenn and Henry have about 6 to 7 tackles for loss combined, with Glenn for about most of them. And that's a big hit right there. And that looked like Mr. Wesson Smith.
Yeah, big hit. You're gonna see him come in right here and just lay the boom, and then flags are gonna come out, and I don't know what for, and I hope that's not any kind of targeting call or anything like that, because that was a
clean hit. And
And
they're gonna call helmet to helmet. That looked clean to me.
That was a terrible call. I'm gonna play that back for the fans when they see this. Of course, they'll be watching later, so they'll be able to rewind it on their own anyway. But just look at this right here. What Weston Smith sitting there at the nickel position. Comes in. That is a straight up shoulder to shoulder hit
Shoulder
right there.
to chest. He made Alonzo Allen airborne right there. Great hit by Wesson Smith, young man, but horrible call by these referees.
Yeah, and you know what, man? As a football guy, listen, the referees out there, they're just doing their job. They got to call it. We're covering this game. There's no telling who's going to see it, question if they made the right call or not. They don't want their higher ups,
Right.
officiating to see that they didn't make that call. You know what I'm saying? So better to make it than not make it. And they're just doing their job, and they're having a hard time with, officiating all these new rules and things like that too. But as a football player, I feel like when you sign up to play football,
Right.
you saw it. And you decided to come out there.
Mm-hmm.
So you then can't come out and then complain about how physical the game is.
Right.
And I feel like people who don't play, they feel that way. I'm okay with the consequences of whatever happens on that football field because that's what I love to do. If I get hurt playing football, then, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't come up that way. They want to, do things, especially when you get to that higher level when it comes to those guys, once you get to making millions of dollars, you want to try to stay in the game as long as you can.
Jamal Bowers here on a QB keeper. Makes a move on a DB, and that's going to be another touchdown for Jamon Bowers. Second rushing touchdown on the night.
Once again, getting on that edge with a lead blocker and finally getting through at that speed and extending the ball there and into the end zone. Mr. Bowers, have yourself a night.
Having a great night on the ground and through passing. Not really much passing yards, but he's been accurate when he does pass the ball. And it looks like
They're going to mark it. short, actually.
They're going to mark him short.
Or are they going for the 2-point? Because you see the down marker still back there.
It looks like they're probably.
They're short because the 2-point conversion line is farther back.
Yeah, it's going to 2-point conversion will be at the 2-yard line. That's at the 1. They're going to say that he was short of the goal line.
So change that back to 28 then.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like the ball extended over the plane. But
that's what I thought. But first down and goal here, and then we got a flag, and it's probably gonna be illegal breaking the legal break of the huddle there. A little penalty, illegal formation on the Warriors. It's gonna bring them back a little bit more.
and that ref was ready to throw the flag the second Hales got on the sideline.
He was just looking at him.
He was just looking, waiting for it, waiting to throw the flag. But now this puts Will Branch in a tough spot. Bowers is down, not at the quarterback position right now. Zaire Polite is here. So their main quarterback is out, and they just got a pretty costly penalty moving them back to the 5-yard line. So we'll see what they do here. And we have a bobbled snap, and Mr. Glenn is the man on the case again.
That man there is having himself a night and had this. It's always sucks when a game like this is in a effort and, you know, what looks like eventually is going to be a loss with these Jaguars, because this is definitely a player of the week type of performance on any kind of news channel you want to go on. We would go on Loco tonight, obviously nominate Mr. Glenn. You want to go on WSAV, WTC player of the week or anything like that. It's definitely what it would be. Unfortunately, the case is, you know, for Glenn, he's done a losing effort here so far.
Yeah, Mr. Glenn is just having a great time on this war. He's having a fun time on his Warriors front, just getting back there every time. Believe that he, like I mentioned earlier, in the broadcast that Mr. Glenn and Henry had combined 8 tackles for loss. I think Mr. Glenn is about 7 of them. He's been in that backfield nonstop.
Yeah, and I apologize. I messed up your train of thought there for a second for my reaction. I looked at the down marker, and of course it's end goal, but I could have sworn it was second down, and then he changed it to third down. So I was like, I could have sworn, but I changed it so it would match.
Right.
And then he changed it back to second mid-play, which it just threw me off, man. And that's one of those things where, like, it's hard to keep up with, especially, you know, at the high school level. You know,
Right.
you're just getting a guy to volunteer, a parent. It's not a real official, somebody that got paid to be on this. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get frustrated about that. But, you know, it's the same thing that would be at a high school game. And, you know, it's just when you're watching a live broadcast and you're trying to keep it the same, you don't want to look like you're switching, you know, back and forth and whatnot.
Right.
And it is just, so frustrating.
And we're going to have a timeout here by these Whale Branch Warriors. And with that, we'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own. And we're back here in Beaufort's Own. Looks like Whale Branch is going to settle for 3. And we have a fake field goal. Looks like Aaron Fields keeps it, but he doesn't have enough for the first down.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure what happened there. It's a low snap. I think they were going to actually do the kick, but the low snap forced Fields to try to run with it, and fortunately nothing came of it. But we do got another injury timeout on the field, so we're going to have to step away for a moment, and we'll be right back.
And we're back here from injury timeout as we have a turnover on downs coming out. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 15. Looks like Nard Smith hands off. Can't really see the number there. Host of Warriors takes him down after a gain of about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and that's been the goal. I think, for Well Branch, it's been the opposite. They've been trying to get it going. The run, through the QB, the QB power, QB sweep, design QB runs, whereas with the Jaguars, they've been trying to get it through the running backs with Weston Smith and crew. And, they've been getting some big games from, Weston Smith. But other than that, it's been pretty much nil for these Jaguars.
Yeah, these Jaguars haven't been able to get the run game going that much. As we have another short run. Looks like he lost yardage on that one. It's like he's going to go back 1 yard short of the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here for your Jaguars. But that was Xavier Plowden's on the carry. Third down and 9 here for your Jaguars, lining up in the I formation. 3 receivers out wide. Hand off here to Weston Smith, and he's going to be stopped at about the 20 or the 19, it looks like, for a gain of about 3.
You see the difference about, with the decision making and the, with Smith in the backfield, as everybody else is trying to find the hole, but somehow when Smith gets the ball, it's whether he's patient or going straight to the hole, he's making the right decisions and the right reads to be able to get the positive yards.
He really is. He's been stellar despite the scoreboard or what it says. He's been stellar for this Ridgeland Jaguars offense, and we'll see if they try to build more on it in the next week. And it looks like they're going to give him the first down. Wow.
That looked like it was a long way off.
That might be reminiscent of that South Carolina-Michigan game.
Hey.
That looked a little like 2 yards short to me, but the refs just might want to get the game over with. They ready to go home.
Get it out of here. It's hot. It's humid. It's moist. First down and 10 for the Jaguars.
First down to 10 here for the Jaguars. Split back. Robinson drops back. Screen pass here to Weston Smith. Dropped. Good coverage there by those Warriors.
Yeah, taking the time there, way to jump the coverage, and especially on the special, the decision to jump in, and sometimes it gets messed up because as a player, if you read that and you trust in your heart, you know what that play is going to be. The tendency to turn around and try to go for the interception on that play, and instead he gets the pass breakup, doesn't overrun it, and makes the pass breakup.
Same formation here, drop back. They're going to launch it this time. And they're trying that matchup once more. Samaj Hicks on Jonathan Kelly, the one where Samaj Hicks had a great catch to score Ridgeland's only touchdown, but really hasn't been able to get anything going against Mr. Kelly since that play. It's going to be 3rd and long here for your Ridgeland Jaguars. Going to line up in Wildcat, looks like. Weston Smith keeps it. Big hole up the middle. Weston Smith is at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Weston Smith with a huge run.
That's what I say. You talk about Weston Smith. It's a big difference when that young man is in the backfield for these Ridgeland Jaguars. No one else can get nothing going. Hand the ball off to number 3, and he'll get you some. Another touchdown on the board for the Jaguars.
And if you watched right there, Well Branch was kind of confused at the Wildcat formation. It looked like once they saw the ball get direct snap, they kind of fell for the counter on the other side with number 9 Blaudesen, I believe. But Weston Smith had a wide open hole up the middle, taking that all the way to the house.
Now the 2-point conversion.
Robinson back at quarterback this time. Lining up in pistol. And just swallowed up by that Warriors D-line.
Yeah, like I said, they've had a hard time, and for the most part, the Warriors have been on top of, them on the defense. And like I said, when you got, two guys, of size, you got Isaiah Evans and Tony Broxton, on that defensive line, it's going to be hard to run that run that ball against these young men.
And the thing is, the Warriors are, like we stated earlier in the game, they are missing some key pieces on that defensive front. So for them to be able to still put out a performance like this, limiting those big plays, it's kind of impressive and shows like the work and effort that they put in, or just the coaching that they've had on that defensive front. Score is now 28-12. Well, Branch here.
That's been the game of, running the ball, some big plays on both sides. Offense coming up big for, for the Jaguars. And I think the good thing about the Warriors is what led to the leaders. I think they've hit, in all 3 phases. They've recovered some fumbles. They've ran the ball effectively well. They've got some great special team plays here as well. The kick 6 to start the game off. And so when you can hit in all 3 phases, your chances of winning the game are probably pretty good.
Speaking of kick, we have a kickoff here. Going to Tony Broxton, who just drops down at the 50.
Yeah, and they try to do a quick little onside kick there, and just great awareness on him to be in position and just grab the ball and go down and not try to be a hero. And that's usually what happens. Somebody in front try to be a hero, try to return, or try to catch a clean. Hey, man, cover the ball up, get down, and what I'm saying, let's let the offense do what they're supposed to do.
And in this second half, the Warriors haven't gone into like a primary running formation at all. They've mostly been in shotgun spread offense. And I kind of wonder what's led to the change. Well, now as I say it, they go into a 2-back formation. But we have a flag here on the play. Looks like he's counting too many men on the field.
Yeah, for Well Branch. So someone going to come off. It looks like it's going to be Jamar Bagley going to run off the field for the Warriors. And that's one of those penalties that you look at, and you always call that on a QB. I think, football, if you break the huddle like that, it is your problem. But I think the QB has to go in the huddle, count, make sure he has 11, and that's, that would be on him, on Polite right there. Polite, not the normal QB, but still, you got to make that count.
Handoff here to Kamarion Jones for a gain of about 3 yards. Going to be second down in 12, looks like. Warriors in a split back formation here. Low snap again. Polite trying to make the best of it, but has nowhere to go. This Ridgeland defensive front has been on fire tonight.
Yeah, it's that time climb, time rolling down. I think you can kind of say you feel comfortable with the 28-12 lead as you see some of the subs in, you see some of the bodies, that have went down, on both teams, and you kind of bring the guys in and let them, trust them to be able to run the clock out here in a time like this.
They had too many men on the field. Penalty, though, kind of costly for Well Branch in the terms of killing clock, just trying to get the game over with, pushing them back a good amount of yards, making this 3rd down and long here. Hand off to Trayshawn Hills, and he is taken down by who else? Robert Glenn in on the tackle.
Yeah, and he's just been unstoppable tonight, just been finding his way. And, you know, they've done a good job. You know, hasn't lined up in the same spot, moved him around a little bit, but even still, the reciprocal 23 and 32 have just been relentless off the end for, you know, the Jaguars. And that's one thing, if they are going to change, anything, it shouldn't be the positions of Glenn and Henry.
And it looks like we have a timeout here by the Jaguars. So speaking of that, we will be back after this timeout. Your score, 28-12. And we're back here on Beaufort Zone. QB keeper here by Zaire Polite. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to the sideline. And he runs out of bounds. Good enough for more, or more than good enough for a 1st down, I should say. Down at about the 21. Great run there by Zaire Polite, finding the hole, bouncing into the edge. Don't know if I agree with the decision of running out of bounds there and kind of just let the clock roll, or stopping the clock while running out of bounds. But
Yeah, that's one of those things where you get into the game and you're not the starter, and you know you kind of just get in there, you're trying to have fun, and you make the plays, and you don't think about that. You just kind of run out of bounds, and the smart play in the right situation, especially if it matters about running the clock out in a tough game, would have been to slide down there. But he's just trying to take off.
we have Alonzo Allen here breaking the tackle, and he's into the end zone. His first touchdown on the night comes in garbage time, but nonetheless, 6 is 6, Mr. Alonzo Allen.
Yeah, and he just burst through there. You go through the scrum and you think it's just a short run, and he just pops out on the other side with the touchdown. So I think he'll take that. 6 more here for these Warriors.
Ruiz here for the kick. It's up and good. It's going to be 35-12 here with 1:21. getting ready here for kickoff. Keeping with the theme of squib kicks here. Starting at about their own 35 will be the Jaguars. First down and 10 here for your Jaguars. Going in the empty back set. Jet sweep. And a big hit there by Alonzo Allen, laying the boom.
Yeah, what a big one right there. That's not just holding on that edge. That's what you want your DB right there. I talk about securing the edge.
And it looks like there's a flag on the field. Or is that gloves? I'm not sure. Nope, flag on the field. Looks like it's going to be on the Warriors. How much they're moving, it looks like it's going to be helmet to helmet. Gonna add some time here on the clock. Split back here for Ridgeland. Hand off to Mr. Weston Smith. He's had a big night tonight. Gain of about 5 on the carry. Timeout here at Ridgeland. With that timeout, we'll be right back on Beaufort Zone. And we're back here on Beaufort Zone. 2nd down and 5 here for Ridgeland. Robinson drops back, rifles it over the middle, and he targets Glenn, the star defensive end here at tight end, trying to make a reception. Just a little bit too high for him. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 here for your Jaguars. Third down and 5 here. Ridgeland going in the shotgun. Another drop back here, looking for the screen to hit. He has it. It's going to be a first down. Down at about the 33, looks like. Robinson drops back again. Pump fakes it. Takes off for the first time tonight. That's the first time we've seen Robinson use his legs to his advantage. Gain of about 5, and we have another timeout here by Ridgeland. With that timeout, we'll be right back on Beaufort's Own. And welcome back here on Beaufort's Own. 2nd and 5 here. Robinson takes a deep shot. Looking for Samaj Hicks again. And that pass is broken up. A little bit of a scuffle there at the end of that play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 here for the Ridgeland Jaguars. Ridgeland here just testing out their passing game. Here in shotgun again. Robinson drops back, throws it up, and a break up there by Jonathan Kelly. That'll bring up 4th down here. And we have an injury here on the play. And we'll be right back here on Beaufort's Own. Welcome back here on Beaufort's Own. 4th and 5 here for your Jaguars. Robinson drops back, rolls out the pocket, and an interception here to John Paul Tyler as he runs out of bounds. And that is going to do it here at Whale Branch High. Your final score, 35-12. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to today's broadcast. I'm Tristan Roberts. Here with me is Javon Livingston and Olivia on the camera. Thank you.